Hello, my name is Tom McKinney, and I am the owner and operator and teacher at the Tom McKinney Vocal Studios. We have studios here in the greater Houston area and also in Dallas, primarily in the Plano area. And what I wanted to do today was to talk to you a bit about what we do within the structure of the Tom McKinney Vocal Studios. We, being my wife, Colleen, and myself, are a one-stop shop, if you were, for those of you that are looking to increase your abilities as a singer, both in range and endurance and color and quality of sound. This is a technique that has been used by so many of the major stars that have used this technique from Bette Midler all the way to Al Jarreau to Michael Jackson. Now, I am not their teacher, but my teacher that I studied with, a fellow by the name of Seth Riggs, I learned this technique from him and his teacher, Keith Davis of New York. It is called speech level singing. I call it, for my trademark, I call it singing with the ease of speech, which means exactly what it said. It should be no more difficult for you to sing than it is for you to speak well. Now, a lot of people, especially those that have been trained, quote unquote, classically or operatically, feel as though there are two different voices that they have to sing with. One with which they speak and another one when they sing. And that's really not a very practical approach. Now, before all of you opera singers go out there and start getting the hackles up, I was an opera singer for the better part of 8 years. A year at the Metropolitan Opera in New York, and then 7 years fested or contracted to the Volksoper and Staatsoper in Vienna, Austria, and I sang in most of the major opera houses in the Western world. So I have done the lead in 25 operas. And my passion generally was that of musical theater. So I brought a lot of the, if you will, ease and naturalness of the musical theater program to the operatic world, which worked for the most part. But we're talking about vocal technique, and vocal technique is a matter of being able to sing with the greatest amount of ease, with access to all of what your voice is capable of doing. And that's what we do here at Sing with the Ease of Speech technique here at our studios. I mentioned a moment ago my wife. She is a master at acting and in terms of performance skills, whereby if you look at what goes on in terms of the artists that are really big names in the industry now, you know that they just don't stand there with them looking like deer caught in the headlights. They move, they act. One notable example of that is a movie that I just saw a few days ago, Les Mis. Is probably one of the best acted group of singers I've ever seen. Some of the least well-trained voices. I don't think that the actors sang very well, but they certainly knew how to put a song across. So you forgive a lot by virtue of the fact that they made us feel what they were feeling through the act of singing. And that's what our purpose here is in our studios, is to give you access to all of what your voice is capable of doing without having to work very hard. So I wanted to take just a moment or two to give you that as an explanation of what we do, and hopefully that you will go to our website and see the people that we have worked with over the years and look at their successes, and give us a call if you would like to see what your voice is truly capable of doing. Thank you.